everyone. So there was a question, not really a question because my time had passed, but I was on an interview earlier today. And then, so when my time had passed already, then they were now making a comment amongst themselves about, oh, the evidence, will they bring in the evidence? And though the time literally, because the time had really passed, the interview, they really gave me enough time to talk. It's just that particular remark they made was coming at the end, even though I was not trying to clarify, there was not time. And I see a lot of people who constantly make this remark, whether on social media, whether in person, when they see me, they're like, okay, well, let her bring the evidence. Let her bring the evidence. And I'm like, that is the problem. She wants to bring the evidence. They are not giving her room to bring the evidence. When people are saying, let her bring the evidence, let her bring the evidence, who is she going to give the evidence to? Is it to the court of competent jurisdiction, or is it to the court of public opinion? She can't bring her evidence to the court of public opinion, so she'll bring her evidence so that you now begin to prepare and say whatever on the evidence that is done. Let Akpabio go to court on the issue of the sexual harassment. Akpabio has not gone to court on the issue of the sexual harassment, even though his representative earlier today I made mention that he did. I am not aware of, and I would love to be aware of. Every day we learn. If there's information I don't have, I would love to have it. He has not gone to court on that. The things that he went to court with was that she had accused him of being of trying to kill her using Yaya Bello. I think those were the accusations. That's what they went to court for. And it's not even they're prosecuting. It's the federal government that is prosecuting the matter. Attorney General of the Federation against Senator Natasha Akpabio. So they're doing, and they put it in two different courts, wasting taxpayers' money, wasting judicial hours and manpower, and a whole lot of things. So even the issue of the sexual harassment, what was said to Akpabio, that step aside, let the Senate bring an independent body that is going to go in and investigate this matter. That is the place that Natasha is going to bring evidence. Natasha will not bring her evidence to you to put on Twitter or put on Facebook or put on YouTube or put on WhatsApp or whatever and say, okay, take the evidence. No. When the push comes to shove, the evidence, that's where she will show her evidence there. So I don't get it when people keep asking, of this evidence, let her show evidence, let her show evidence. And then another thing also that you see, happen often at time, people will now come out and say, oh, she should apologize. But the court says she should apologize. No, the court did not say she should apologize to the Senate. There was nothing like that. The Senate had asked for an apology, I believe. That apology, then she can, for her suspension. She refused to apologize. The suspension had gone on. She went to court. The court said it was unconstitutional, the suspension. Unfortunately, the court did not have the boldness to be able to say, go and resume, or command the Senate to bring her, to remove her suspension. They left it somehow at their discretion. And that was why, even though the court has said it was unconstitutional, because if something is unconstitutional, how are you leaving it in the power of the person to do it? It's like they say somebody have carried something, that no, that thing you carry is like stealing. Then if you like, return it. If you like, don't return it. How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense in any way whatsoever. And so when she tried to go and resume, they refused her. Right, you saw us, we walked up to that place, they refused to allow her in. And then what happened? She left, she walked away, she left, and that was it. She did not say this, she did not bother anybody, she went. And then when did this thing lapse? Her tenure, which was something, even in the interview, that one was also brought up, it was also discussed. When her tenure lapsed, she was then the next thing, they now sent her a message, notice of resumption, right? And this was coming from the acting clerk to the National Assembly. He said, I'm directed to acknowledge the receipt of your letter notifying this office of your intention. So she had written to them to notify them of her intention to resume sitting and other legislative duties in the Senate on the 4th of September 2025, which you claim is the date of expiration of the 6-month suspension imposed on you by the Senate, which you claimed. He is not saying it is, so which you claim. I am further directed to inform you that your suspension was with effect from Thursday, 6th March 2025, and draw your attention to the fact that the subject matter of your suspension is presently before the Court of Appeal. The matter therefore remains sub judice, and until the judicial process is concluded and the Senate formally receives the suspension, reviews the suspension in the light of the court's pronouncement, no administrative action can be taken by the office to facilitate your resumption. You'll be duly notified of the Senate's decision on the matter as soon as it's resolved. Please accept, distinguished Senator, the assurances of my highest regard. This, of course, her people saw this and they are like, what? And let me tell you the irony of all of this. This particular letter was released to the public. It was in the public domain before Senator Natasha even got it. Before it was formally, given to her. And of course, her people saw this matter. When they saw the matter, they say, you first of all have punished this thing. The court said it was unconstitutional. For 6 months, they didn't have representative. They didn't have anybody standing working for them, doing anything for them. And then you are coming out to say that, oh, you are not even sure she's not going to resume until the court case is resolved. So if the court case is never resolved, that means she will never come in. And they all packed themselves and they came in. And I'm sure that was what, when they got an inkling of that, and they saw the numbers, that was when they went to quickly go and do that kangaroo thing that they are unsealing the office, now went to media, did it on national this thing, that they have unsealed their office. I don't blame Natasha. I blame Nigerians that sit down and allow you people to be doing anyhow. We are the ones. We are the problem. We citizens of Nigeria, we are the ones that are the problem. I tell you, we are the ones that are really, really the problem. So when people are asking of all of this, where is evidence? Where is this? I'm like, who is she going to give evidence to? So if the evidence needs to be done, let them do the right thing. That issue of evidence will be done. On the issue of apology, I see some people, oh, she should come up. Apologize for what? First of all, she has already done the 6 month suspension, which that 6 month suspension must, oh God, that 6 month suspension, they must ensure that they reinstate her, they pay her dues, because that suspension is unconstitutional. Every of her allowances and whatever it was she was supposed to get during that particular time, that has to be, given back to her. We cannot have the Senate president turn an institution that's supposed to be as sacred as the Senate, that is a representative, the highest body of the representative of the people, be turned into a plaything that is being used for personal vendetta.